Hi, welcome to Mercurius Being Astro Update. I am Amy Jensen and just going to run through a few of the energies today for the Virgo new moon. It will be exact today, September 6th at 7:52 p.m. Central Time. So adjust that for your time zone. And the new moon is at 14 degrees Virgo, 38 minutes. So we've already progressed about halfway through the sign of Virgo. The sun went into Virgo on the same day as the last full moon in Aquarius. So we had those two full moons in Aquarius and that Leo period, and then Virgo comes in. And I know everybody's in a different location, but just over the last week, you can feel the air kind of clearing, and I'm not talking just weather-wise, but just the clarity that comes in with Virgo season. It's really a chance to tune in. So Virgo in the natural horoscope or natural zodiac is the sixth sign, and it's the last sign that's just kind of involving just you before you reach up to the top of the chart, the last six signs where you join you and someone else or more than yourself. So Virgo is a time to integrate. So with everybody's chart, this is going to be happening in a different house area, but just as kind of an overlay. Virgo gives us the opportunity to integrate, to digest, to discern. It is all about separating the wheat from the chaff and really tuning into yourself. This always brings me back to Ayurveda, the science of life, and finding your own rhythm. Robert Svoboda, a wonderful writer on Ayurveda, and now I can't think of the name of the book, but easily found. He describes the process of eating as when you see the food, that should be a beautiful experience. When you smell the food you're going to eat, when you taste it, when you process it through your body and digest it and then eliminate, that whole process should really be like a love letter. It should really feel that loving and harmonious and positive within your body. What I'm saying with this is use this Virgo time to discern what you are taking into your body, whether it's food, drink, media, conversation, environment. What is your work schedule? What is your sleep schedule? What cycles do you have going on in your life that are making you feel more in love with life, more balanced, healthier, and what ones are not, don't feel healthy, don't feel balanced, don't make you feel better. When you eat food, you shouldn't feel like, oh my God, I have to lay down and take a nap. You should feel like satisfied, but also energized. Maybe time for rest, but then not a sloggy feeling. So the reason I'm going into this all too is, again, Virgo being about digestion and self-care and just how your daily routines are. And all of this, gut health and digestion is also related to mental digestion and health. Virgo is the feminine half of the throat chakra, the Vishuddha chakra, and it rules the nerves, it rules intestines, and it does rule that connection between the gut and the mind. So a couple of thoughts I had about this is like really using this Virgo time to calibrate yourself to yourself. Another phrase I thought of is be right with yourself, and then the power of you aligning with yourself. And at this time, at this new moon, at this Virgo time where we are blessed with this kind of energetic support from the universe to go into these processes of digestion and discernment. At this new moon, the sun and moon are trining Uranus, the god of insight and lightning bolts and shaking things up. And it also has a creative aspect by quintile to Saturn, the god of structure and time. And those two planets, as I've talked about in other videos, and if you want to go back and watch the Saturn square Uranus video, please do. We've had 2 squares in this last year. The last one will be in December. So this new moon today has a positive aspect to both of those planets, which have been squaring each other this year and changing our structures and shaking things up and breaking things down. So we have a little insight into these energies. Maybe we'll have some insights into solutions or finding your place in the larger collective squaring of these energies. We are also, September 13th, coming upon Mercury's last retrograde period of the year. And this year has been all in air signs. And the first one was in Aquarius, the second one was in Gemini, and then the third one is in Libra. And Mercury will be at max elongation on September 13th, max elongation as the evening star, so it's as far away from the sun as it's going to get, in its evening star placement. And then it'll go retrograde September 27th, and I will do some videos surrounding that work that we can do with Mercury retrograde. But it's I just would like to emphasize that we're still in this period as we move into the Mercury retrograde. It's another opportunity for us to go into and deep within ourselves to digest, to eliminate, to integrate all of these parts of ourselves. So I am thinking of systems also that work and don't work. So we'll go into more of that in the Mercury retrograde videos. But as far as the Virgo new moon, looking again at systems within your body, systems in a larger collective essence. Virgo has a sense of usefulness and purposefulness. There's a lot about service in Virgo, but it's really about service when you are offering yourself and what you are naturally attuned to and good at. So kind of feeling like your service, you being you, and again, aligning with yourself, finding the best calibration for yourself, and then taking that best self and offering it to the people who might benefit from it. Mentoring is a Virgo, I should have had more caffeine. A Virgo, under the umbrella of Virgo, mentoring and mentorship. And Virgo is all about seeing, I usually say it's building the better mousetrap. It's about the ability to see what needs to be done and just rolling up your sleeves and doing it. Maybe not talking about it, just talking about it, where that might be Shadow Gemini, or just imposing your beliefs, which might be Shadow Sagittarius, or Shadow Pisces, which might be just dreaming about it or meditating about it. You know, Virgo is taking all of those elements, which they're all important. Gemini is important, talking about it. Sagittarius is important, believing in it and being optimistic about it. Pisces is important, dreaming and meditating it to manifest. And then Virgo is where we're like, okay, let's get real, let's do the work, let's get it done. okay? So there's a little thing about Virgo about being a perfectionist, and the sense of procrastination as well, because if you are a perfectionist, and I am a recovering perfectionist, it's never good enough, and you'll never get it all done, and so then you might just never do it. But again, that's not really being useful or purposeful. It's like, offer what you can as it is. Trust that what you offer will be of service. Don't wait till everything is perfect. It is, the best Virgo is the act of perfecting and crafting and getting better and better and better at something. But we don't get better and better and better at something by just waiting until we're like super great at it to do it. You know, you start it, you do it, you practice it, you do it again, you get better and you get better. And it's that process, which is the fun part anyway, right? It's not necessarily the goal that's the goal. It really is the whole process that is the goal, because in the process is all the fun of learning. And again, having those aha moments of discernment and digesting and integrating all of the things that have happened to you. And collectively, let's face it, this has been a year and a half of a lot. And so no matter where you've been on that scale, and how it's affected you personally or your family or your friends, we're still a part of this whole thing, and so there's still a lot. And again, that also leads me back to saying, perhaps we can't digest all of that, and nor should we, but we can, again, just come back into your own body, be here in your own body, be present in the present moment, and tune yourself and calibrate yourself. And then we go back out into the world. And perhaps, again, we don't digest all the other stuff for everybody else. That's really not our job, but digest our own stuff for ourselves and come out and be our better selves and keep on perfecting and crafting your own beautiful life. Because remember, you're already perfect, you're already whole, you're already complete. Everything you're doing is just fine-tuning your creation. All right, have a wonderful new moon. Go out there or go in there and get busy having fun crafting your creation. Namaste.